Hello everybody. Well, I've kind of been home since probably about 8:40 or 8:50, but I'm a lazeabout and a procrastinator, and I'm just starting the video now at 11:07. So if it goes up late, it's probably my fault, but oh well. It's my birthday weekend, I don't care. Today's topic is stupid people. More specifically, stupid people in history. People, just like back in time. And you just look back and you're like, we came from this? And you just don't understand how somebody would be that stupid. So anyways, numero uno. Uh, this one is the one that inspired it all. The Roman Emperor Caligula waged a war on Poseidon, the god of the sea. And, okay, first of all, if a god of the sea did exist, I wouldn't want to wage war against him. Like, it seems kind of stupid to me. Second of all, waging war on a god, yeah, still doesn't seem smart. Anyways, he had his whole entire army, march to the beach and start stabbing the water. Yeah, that's totally gonna work. Totally. The next dude is actually a Chinese person. This is proof not all Asians are smart. Just putting it out there, there are dumb Asians. Wan Hu, a Chinese civil servant who blew himself around 1500 AD, attached 47 rockets to a chair in an attempt to launch himself into outer space. I guess the theory behind it kind of works since we put humongous rockets on ships to launch them into space, but first of all, how the did he get 47 rockets all attached to one chair? Rockets generally aren't small. Anyways, this next one, I mean no offense whatsoever to anybody. None, like, at all. I swear, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I just saw this next one, and it amused the hell out of me. And no, these are not my own words. They're from, I don't know the guy's real name, but his scream name is Baz, B-A-Z. He wrote, Jesus comes to mind. I mean, fancy going to the Roman governor on a donkey and waving an olive branch, claiming to be king of the Jews. No offense intended to anyone, okay? The Romans were used to dealing with kings who were warrior class. They must have been crying in their wine. What the hell is this? Is this real or what? I saw this one and I couldn't help but laugh just a little bit. Because it is true. That's more or less kind of what happened. I don't think the donkey kind of plays in there, or the olive branch, but more or less that's what happened. And the next one's not really in history or anything like this. It's just a blonde joke I saw that I wanted to include. And it's a little tiny story. The professor asked Barbara, a blonde in her 4th year as an ASU freshman, if she knew what Roe versus Wade was about. Barbara pondered the question, then finally said, "That was the decision George Washington had to make before he crossed the Delaware." Kierra and I both face-palmed. She's face-palming right now, actually. Again. Because of how painfully stupid you would have to be to say something like that. I mean, I can understand an elementary kid asking that or saying that, but 4th year at ASU, and just like, face palm, face table, face bed, face floor, face everything.
How'd she get that far?
That's a good question. Well, okay, if she was blonde, she might have been hot. Teachers pass her for her body. Yes. No, stop it with the Pepsi. Anyways. Number 5. Attila the Hun. The badass. One of the most notorious villains in all of history. Conquered all of Asia by 450 AD. Destroyed villages, pillaged countryside. He died from a nosebleed on his wedding night. After feasting and toasting his own good fortune, he was too drunk to notice his nose. He drowned in a snoutful of his own blood. Hundreds of thousands of people, okay, maybe not that many people, whole bunches of people tried to kill him, and he died because of a nosebleed. And just putting it out there, this is all to all of those people out there who drink. This is what can happen if you drink too much. You can die. You can just like snot, snot, dead. And Kira just hung up. Kira, come back. Stupid Skype. I'm calling her again. Let's see if it works. Anyways, while we're calling her, we'll move on to number 6. This guy's name, I'm not completely positive on the pronunciation. I think it is Tycho Brahe, a 16th century Danish astronomer whose research helped Sir Isaac Newton devise the theory of gravity. Died because he didn't make it to the bathroom in time. Way, way back then in that society, it was considered an insult to leave the table before a banquet was over. Brahe forgot to relieve himself before the banquet began, and then made matters worse by having a wee bit too much of the bubbly at dinner. Bubbly being alcohol. Too polite to ask to be excused, he instead allowed his bladder to burst, which killed him slowly and painfully over the next 11 days. This one's a story to those of you out here who think, oh, I'll hold it, it'll all be good. I'd recommend going to the bathroom. A burst bladder doesn't sound like a pleasant way to die. I'm gonna leave it at that. So, Kira, are you back? Kira! Skype is lying to me. Skype, why you do this? Well, anyways, that is the end of today's video. I'll hopefully have it up before 12. Okay, I'm done at 11:14. That means if it's not up before midnight, it's YouTube's fault now. I blame you, YouTube. So, anyways, yep, have a good night, everybody. Or day. Whatevs. You are cool. Have a good one.